Hi there, and welcome to the inaugural edition of What Are You Doing? On What Are You Doing, we're going to look at what I'm doing, and hopefully you'll make comments as to what you're doing. And then we can share these things. So, this is the ultimate show to begin with all this quarantine time. And I call it What Are You Doing? So what am I doing? Well, today I want to share with you a couple of things. Number one, I just read a book, and I've read multiple books, as you can see by my multiple books behind me. But this book was called The Autobiography of Jean-Luc Picard. Yes, the captain of the Enterprise E and the Enterprise D. This is an interesting read, especially for those of you who may have watched the Star Trek Picard series and maybe not liked it, because this provides an alternate ending to Jean-Luc Picard's career/life. And I found it much more satisfying and actually better written, and it's worth taking a look at. It's called The Autobiography of Jean-Luc Picard. It is by, let's take a look and see who it's by, because that's important, as I recall. And we'll go to the cover, which I can do on my handy-dandy iPad. It was written by David A. Goodman, or as he likes to say, edited by David A. Goodman. David A. Goodman has written for actual Star Trek shows and kind of knows the character pretty well. So anyway, it's worth taking a look at if you are a Star Trek The Next Generation fan and like Picard, but were disappointed with the Picard series. Another book that I'm reading right now is called In the Bleak Midwinter. It's by Julia Spencer Fleming, and it's set in a small town, upstate New York. There's the chief of police, and then this Episcopal woman priest, and I think this is the first book in the series. As it goes on, I think they become an item, and then I think they become married, and then I think, but anyway, they solve crimes together, this Episcopal priest and the chief of police. So those are a couple of things. I'm not going to say all I'm reading right now, because I want to save that for some future episodes of What Are You Doing? Now, as far as what am I doing as far as like TV? Well, on TV, I'm doing what I call a rewatch, and a rewatch right now of two things. One, Star Trek The Next Generation, and I began rewatching from season 1, and I am five or six episodes in. The original is the best. It's really great. I love it. It brought me back to a time when Jean-Luc Picard was actually, a competent commander who, did stuff, was a man of action, an intellectual man of action, but a man of action. It's most excellent. As you probably already know, it's very old. The other thing I'm watching is even older. I'm rewatching Cheers. I love Cheers, the TV show about the bar in Boston. It is a great old comedy. It actually, surprisingly, ages fairly well. I didn't think it would, but it does. Sometimes they say things that are maybe not politically correct in our current climate, but you know what? I say, so what? Because this is what I'm doing. What are you doing? Are you watching reruns rewatching shows you watched a million years ago. I mean, it's one of the things we can do in this quarantine time, right? I mean, as we're stuck inside, as they continue to tell us we can't go anywhere. So, what are you doing? I'd like to know. I think it would be fun for you to share with me and with others what you're doing. And put them, I'm going to post this on Facebook, obviously. And probably I'm going to try and maybe post it on Twitter too. And so leave comments. Tell me what you're doing. And tell others what you're doing. And maybe by sharing this information, we can help each other to find things, especially new things that we may not be aware of or may not have thought of to rewatch or to do. Next time on Father Chip Hines Presents What Are You Doing? I'm changing the title. I just did it. I will talk about podcasts and maybe give you some of the top podcasts that I listen to. Or maybe I'll just give you one, and then I can do multiple podcasts over multiple weeks. Give me some content to share, There, look at that. I can use my hands and everything. So, I've changed the background here from some of my other videos because I thought, why not change it up? So, what are you doing? I'd like to know. This is Father Chip. I'm signing off, and we'll see you next time on What Are You Doing? Okay? Oh, one last thing. Before we go off, I just want to say, it's good to go to Mass, right? I'm a priest. I think it's great to go to Mass. So we can't do that right now, but I'm live streaming every Sunday at 11 o'clock, the Mass from here at St. Patrick's in Natick, Massachusetts. If you're interested in viewing a Mass, that on Sunday morning at 11, we live stream to the Natick Catholic Community Facebook page. We live stream from there, and you can watch it on there. And then I also repost it on my personal Facebook page, where you'll find this particular video, and you can watch it later at at your own speed, if you will. I think that's it for now. Please give me some ideas. We all like new ideas. We all are looking for things to do. It's week whatever of the quarantine, week 1 million, and so we might need new stuff to look at, to see, to think. And you might have thought of something that I didn't, and vice versa. So what are you doing?